Thank you, Dean Hicks. Good morning.
Good morning.
Potential class of 2020. This is huge news. So I'm really happy that you guys are here. And on behalf of the Loyola student body, I want to once again welcome you to Live Loyola. As Dean Hicks mentioned, my name is Bob Trosset, and I'm a junior here at Loyola, and also a 2013 graduate of Bethlehem Central High School in Del Mar, New York. I'm the oldest of four and already convinced my sister Tori to come here as part of the class of 2019. So you might run into her today on your tour. Now, I'm also attempting to get my younger two brothers here in the near future. Does that sound good to you, Dean Hicks?
Sounds great.
Okay. I'm excited to have the opportunity to talk to you today about how I ended up here and why it's become a home away from home for me. I remember during my college selection process, Loyola was an early front runner. And like my cousin, Erin Baumgartel, who was highly active as one of the student athletic trainers during her time here, sports were one of the driving forces in what I was looking for in collegiate life. And in 2012, sports at Loyola and in Baltimore were thriving. Loyola men's basketball won the MAC conference and played in the NCAA tournament for the first time in 15 years. Loyola men's lacrosse won their first national championship, solidifying our team as one of the elite college lacrosse programs in the country. And outside of Loyola, the Baltimore Ravens won the Super Bowl in 2012. So with all the hype surrounding the university and Baltimore sports, along with the fact that Loyola is a Jesuit university, it was a no-brainer. But not long after, it hit me that Loyola was much more than just sports. When I ultimately chose Loyola and arrived on campus in September, I was eager to hit the ground running. I was enrolled in our first-year program, Messina, which really helped shape my freshman year. Our small group of 16 students bonded together inside the classroom and even outside, taking trips to places like Baltimore's National Aquarium. I've been lucky enough to form several meaningful relationships with Loyola faculty during my time here, but few have been as meaningful as my Messina advisor and writing professor, Dr. O'Neill, or as I fondly refer to her, Doco. She listens across the quad. I'm always saying that to her. I don't know if she likes it or not, but to this day, she is much more to me than just a former professor. She has written letters of recommendation for me for internships and somehow allows me to pop by her office at any waking hour to chat. Again, I don't know if she likes this either, but beyond the classroom, Loyola has provided me with experiences that have significantly altered my way of thinking and perhaps even my career path. During my 9-day spring break freshman year, I participated in Spring Break Outreach, a service immersion program that takes place in different sites up and down the East Coast of the United States. My small group stayed in downtown Baltimore and worked with Best Buddies, a group of individuals who live their everyday lives with developmental and intellectual disabilities. That week we went off the grid, keeping our cell phones at home and fully immersing ourselves into the experience. As a highly active college student, I appreciated being able to unplug and be present with myself, my classmates, and the people we were serving. When sophomore year came around, I began to think about studying abroad. The guidance I received from Jessica Wassel in the Office of International Programs led me to spend this past fall semester at Comillas Pontifical University in Madrid, Spain. She was with me every step of the way, especially during November's Paris attacks, providing support, encouragement, and relaying helpful information. The chance to live with native Spaniards and interact with them over a 4-month period was invigorating. My flatmates, Sergio, Anita, Mario, and Diana, still bombard me with Snapchats, WhatsApp messages, Facebook messages, entirely in Spanish, to make sure that I remain close to fluent. They totally ran circles around me at first, but eventually coined me as Roberto. I think this is when it all started to click. The summer before I left for Spain was dedicated to putting away as much money as I could so I could self-fund my travel. This gave me the ability to travel to 11 countries during my time abroad, one of which was Cairo, Egypt. Despite receiving pushback from my understandably worried family and friends, I spent 4 jaw-dropping days cruising the Nile River, gazing while on horseback at the Great Pyramids, dodging traffic in Tahrir Square, but most importantly, speaking with the most fascinating, passionate Egyptians who I'm still connected with today. And that's my travel partner up there, Matteo, right in front of the Great Pyramids. It was an incredible experience. In Egypt, I learned the art of negotiating, somehow cutting the price of my horseback ride to the Great Pyramids in half. Although at times I felt outside my comfort zone during my stay, I feel like I left with the authentic Cairo experience. Throughout the past 3 years, I've worked as a Loyola Athletics media production assistant. I help to produce content that airs on the Patriot League network and conduct post-game interviews with coaches and players. In fact, right after I get off the stage, I'm sprinting over to Ridley Athletic Complex for Loyola men's lacrosse home opener versus Hopkins. So stay tuned, ask your tour guides. We got to get a big W today. Through a little networking with one of my coworkers, this semester I'm commuting to Washington, D.C., 3 days a week as a Monumental sports intern, based out of the Verizon Center, home to the Capitals, Wizards, and Mystics. As an MSc intern, my daily tasks include editing content, interviewing players, offering a helping hand around the office, and of course, grabbing the occasional cup of coffee. And this was like my third day on the job here, and my supervisor says, "Hey, you got to go down to the court and get some sound for our feature." And I don't know I hope there's some NBA fans in the crowd here. So I go down there thinking that I'm just going to be in the background, and then John Wall comes over and I'm interviewing him. So a little shell shock there, but Wiz got a big W last night too. They're starting to get it together. It's hard to believe that my senior year is creeping up on me. It really is. And looking back now, I realize the opportunities that Loyola offers have put me in a great position to make a difference in wherever I end up after graduation. As you consider your college choice, here are a few things to keep in mind. Here at Loyola, you have the opportunity to gain lifelong mentors, kind of like Doc O. Take advantage of that. You have the opportunity to give back to your community, but don't pass that up. And you can travel the world. Don't you dare hesitate. I really hope to see you all back on campus this fall, experiencing your own version of what it means to be a Greyhound in the class of 2020. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the 61 degrees, and have a great day.